Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I just wanted to jump on here real quick to talk to you guys about the good old beam footage that we've been receiving through old Billie Jean. I love me some Billie Jean, and I'm so glad that she's back. I know she only comes through every full blue moon. Sometimes she drop down in people chats, but as far as these productions, these Grand Slam productions, kudos. Hand claps, y'all. Hand claps for Billie Jean. She always comes through with the production. And even though the production that she does is not usually something that we haven't seen before, like the clips, the video, the commentary, things like that. It's not like we haven't seen it before, but she puts it together so eloquently. And she lets everything just run and flow together. And then a lot of us don't have time to watch all these different different chats, these different panels, and a lot of us don't watch some of the people because we just don't care for them. And then a lot of the times people have these long, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 hour videos that we ain't got time for. Okay, we ain't got time for it. So I love how Billie Jean put her videos together, and I truly support what she does. And if y'all haven't checked it out, please go over there and support Billie Jean. Watch her productions, especially if you are still kind of confused about what's been going on with this group chat gate. Let me see. Did I put the? I'm gonna put a link in here right now. This is video number 2 because this is the one that I just finished watching. But if anybody wants to jump on the link, I got about an hour of lunchtime. If anybody wants to jump on the link, okay? And I'm only gonna do for an hour because YaYa is supposed to come through. Y'all, YaYa is supposed to go live in about an hour? I think YaYa is supposed to go live at 11. Hold on, let me check. Yep, YaYa's supposed to go live at 11:30. I think that's about an hour and 5 minutes away. So yeah, so I'm not going to be before you long in my good old church Pentecostal pastor voice. I won't be before you long, but I'm gonna put the link in here for the people who do not know how to find Billie Jean, because somebody hit me up this morning and said it took them 15, 20 minutes to find Billie Jean because every time they looked her up on YouTube, Michael Jackson came up. So yes, for those of y'all who don't know how to find Billie Jean, I just put her link in the chat. But hey, what's up? Hey, Heavy Bear. Hey, Sassy. Hey, Cruiser. Cruiser, I was cracking up at this morning when I was watching the replay of part 2 of the group chat gate, and when you had jumped on the panel, because you was typing in the chat some questions, and I remember Bree or somebody said, well, what that got to do with anything, or what does that matter, or something. And I was cracking up then, and I was cracking up now when Billie Jean replayed it, and you got jumped on that panel, said, I ain't asking for, you know how I do this on Facebook sometimes. I'll post a question and I'll say asking for a friend, but it's always a key, because of course that means we're asking for ourselves. And Cruiser was like, I ain't asking for no motherfucking body else. I'm asking for myself. I was like, okay, everybody else asks questions. Why can't Cruiser ask a question? Everybody got questions, right? There's the verbal assassin. What's the verbal assassin's motto? WGQs, right? And yes, I am a WGQ for life. We got questions. Cruiser had questions. That shit was so funny. But Deanna says she can't hear anything if she don't respond. That's okay, boo. That's okay. That's all right. But yeah, so y'all make sure y'all give old Billie Jean a click and a view over there on her. She got a part 1, she got a part 2, and is she supposed to have a part 3 coming up? I don't know if she's going to do a part 3 or not. And what's up, Memphis Peach T? I'm sorry, did I miss your name? I'm sorry. I want to make sure I say hi to everybody. See, if you don't have 500, 1,000 people in your chat, I don't see why you can't speak to every single person that comes through. Now, if the chat is going crazy and you got a panel and everybody is talking, I don't like to keep interrupting people talking so I can say hi to people in the chat. So I'll just highlight comments, to let you know, I see you, boo. I see you. Okay. You are relevant. Okay. But anyway, y'all, Y'all can let me know how y'all feel about this production that Billie Jean has done for us. Now, one thing I like to say is to again, when we watch all these videos, a lot of times we miss shit. And if people is not gathering the main uh thing about this whole group chat, why it's a big deal. If you can't pick it up from Billie Jean's production, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Because rewatching all those, even rewatching the parts with Nika, rewatching the parts with Bree, Pizza, TMO, YaYa, ODS, I mean, KRN, rewatching the different parts and how Billie Jean got it flowing all together. It's basically the fact that TMO allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly, even though it seems very truthfully, was in the group chat. We saw some screenshots of when she was talking about ODS and Bree because they were over in somebody else's chat, code, whatever his name is. He was in my chat. He was in our chat the other day. Matter of fact, I heard the other day that he wasn't going to be in anybody's chats unless it was somebody. What is somebody who gave him a mod stick or some shit? And I was like, well, shit, he was just in my chat the other day going back and forth with somebody, and I ain't gave his ass a mod stick. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, binary or whatever his name is, that's who they were. That's who they were. Good morning, Landers. How you doing? But that's who TMO had put some screenshots of in that chat. And KRN even showed us those screenshots. Now, the way that it seems to me and a lot of people is that allegedly, again, TMO was discussing certain people that she supposedly are cool with, Bree, Pizza, you know, Nika. And KRN even said several times, and even in the chat on Billie Jean's part two, he said, I said what I said. I know y'all was all in the chat because the chat was chatting, right? The chat was chatting. And he said, I said what I said when it came to that because they showed the clip of him. You know you don't like them. You know you can't stand them. You know you was talking about them. And I do believe, like I said before, like other people are saying, it came down to the support. It came down to the support. And what I've always said, if y'all really follow me and y'all listen to me, and I'm not the know all tell all or tell all know all because I'm not a big YouTuber on here. But I have always told you guys, especially us smaller YouTubers, if you can't have belief in yourself that what you got means something, is worth something, reaches somebody, then you might not need to be on here. Because if you need people to keep telling you all the time, you mean something. You're validated. We appreciate you. We love you. We see you. We're for if you need all that shit, I don't know. You might need a counselor. You might need a counselor. I didn't say it before. I don't understand why certain people don't come on here and just do they shit. Just do they big one. I don't give a damn if only 5 people in your damn chat. Just do your big one. The people will follow. The support will follow. Don't you want genuine support on here? That's what I want. I want genuine support. The people who don't really fuck with me, they can leave. They can go. I don't give a damn. I don't come on here to seek validation from nobody. I come on here, I shoot my shit, I do my commentary, I do my TV show reviews, whether y'all over here for the fuck shit or whether y'all over here for a TV show review or whatever. I just come up here and do my thing. Sometimes I'm by myself, sometimes I'm with other people. But with this TMO thing, I still hate how it seems like YaYa is the one that's getting all the backlash. And when you watch the production, especially part two, you specifically hear, like, what was that YaYa said to Pizza? Pizza was on her panel. And Pizza was saying, what was she saying? She said, if it's nothing messy that was going on, because that's what people have been saying. Like, okay, yeah, we might be messy in there, or we might talk about certain people in there for the B sector, but basically they're doing the same thing that they do any other day on the B sector. It's not like they're speaking something that's probably never been heard. Like for instance, if somebody calls me a name, or Deanna a name, or Jay Wilson a name, or Pizza or Bree a name, YaYa was like, I'm supposed to come back to you guys and say, oh, somebody in there called you Burger Bree. Oh, somebody called you the piss and pasta. Oh, somebody called you, hot dog. Or somebody called you, I don't know. Do I got a name out there? I don't know. I'm just saying. YaYa was like, so y'all want me to be a bone collector? That's what y'all want me to be, a bone collector? And Pizza was on her panel saying, if it ain't nothing messy, then why can't y'all tell us? Why can't y'all tell us? Why can't y'all tell us what was said? And Pizza said, because y'all think y'all gonna spray y'all self. And that wasn't necessarily the case with YaYa. That wasn't necessarily the case with YaYa. Now I saw on one of the screenshots, and I was there for all King Roman's shows, so I didn't miss anything. But still, I love the production because it brings everything back to us so smoothly. And King Roman has said in one of the screenshots that is nobody has to be loyal. Do I have a picture of that screenshot? Let me see if I have it. Screenshot. Oh, I gotta show y'all a picture too. This shit was funny. Hold on, where is it? Okay. So King Roman has said, y'all don't owe no one loyalty. If you're here to be protected or in search of alliances, this is not the group. If y'all talking about somebody in this group, I don't care if it's me. I don't care if it's each other. I don't care. So he basically was saying, I don't care if y'all talking about me. I don't care if y'all talking about each other. Y'all don't owe anybody any loyalty in here. And he said, I'm not sitting here protecting no one. So please, what's going on? I'm still trying to find out and understand that. Now that's what Voodoo said after that. It said, is he coming across angry? Now, the thing is, everybody wants to know what's going on in this group chat. I don't think it's nobody's business besides the people that was in the group chat. I don't think it's nobody's business for somebody to pacify somebody and let them know what's in the group chat, because I'm sure the same shit that's talked about us on here is some of the same shit that's talked about in there. And they have mentioned that. They have said that. YaYa was like, if somebody got an opinion, she'd have said this a lot of times, if somebody had an opinion about Nika or anybody else that I'm cool with, what is going to change if I was to come back and run and tell y'all shit? What would have changed? If ain't nobody hurting you, harming you, trying to stalk you, trying to get you fired for your job, trying to dox you or anything like that, what would have changed? If somebody thinks you're a fat or skinny or big-headed or a liar or a snake or whatever, what is going to change? And Lady Nika kept saying, but I'm up here on my panel and I'm trying to be nice to everybody and I'm trying to do this and I'm trying to do that and I'm trying to do that. Who to say that the person that's talking shit about you is somebody you cool with? And that's the way it came across from Lady Nika, as if she was saying, somebody is in this chat and they're talking about me and I'm cool with them. I don't think that's the case. I don't think anybody in the chat that was really cool with Nika would just be in there talking about her, dragging her, if they really cool with her, because they know that YaYa is cool with her as well. So I think if anybody was saying anything to y'all, it's somebody that y'all not cool with. So what would that change? People talk about y'all every day, all day on here, and y'all hear what people say. So why do you need somebody to tell you what was said in a group chat? And then it was public. So it wasn't like private information in there. It wasn't private information in there. So I hate that YaYa is still getting all the flack. Like, there's some friendships on here that's been severed, or YouTube ships, or whatever you want to say, because y'all want somebody to run back and snitch to y'all. And King Roman has said in one of the shots, he has said basically, y'all always want receipts. But y'all been lying on here for years and are admitted liars and don't ever show receipts, but y'all always want people to show receipts. And so that's when he had got on that show, when he did that one show. I love how he be all up in the camera like, I ain't showing y'all a motherfucking thing. Like, King Roman be going in, y'all. He be going in. Y'all can't say he don't be going in. But but yeah, he was like, I ain't showing y'all a motherfucking thing. I ain't gotta show y'all shit. I ain't gotta show y'all shit. The way that YaYa has been treated, I don't know. I just feel like she ain't done nothing wrong. Now there are people who was in that chat watching the production saying shit like, if those are my friends, I wouldn't want to be around anybody that has a problem with my friends. I wouldn't want to be around, you know, anybody who's saying something negative about my friends, stuff like that. But then YaYa was like, but y'all be in the back chats. Y'all be talking about people. Y'all be behind the scenes. Of course they be behind the scenes. How long have we been in here on here in this sector of YouTube? And we know all the people that be behind the scenes because most people who be behind the scenes are always in some fuck shit. And the same people have literally been in some fuck shit since the beginning of the B sector, way back when it was called the Section 8 sector, per Wild Eye Wallet. Okay? Right, Linda. And what's up, the unfiltered Muffy? Let's see. Linda said they need to leave it alone talking about wanting to see the chat makes them look it makes them look, yeah, like, come on now. Y'all really care that much about what people say about you? I'm sure it's no different than the shit people say about y'all on panels, live, and in living color. I done heard people say shit about me on here. So if they were to get in the group chat and say, that damn Tanya over there, that damn hood table, her ugly fat ass, somebody said I look like a cross between BB, TV, whatever, Indiana. And I'm like, well, I don't think BB ugly. I don't think Deanna ugly. So, what? But I done heard people talk about me before on their platforms, on LSA. I don't get two fucks. If those same exact people are in a fucking group chat and they're talking about me over there, I don't give two fucks. I don't give two fucks. And that's one thing I say about when it comes to the TMO. Like, if you got to come on here on the social media to seek validation, to be accepted that much, and you have a whole family and a husband and children and friends, but y'all be the ones on here talking about, I got family, I got children, I got friends, I got a job, da. But then you on here all the time complaining about no support. Go figure. Go figure. Thank you, the unfiltered Muffy. People judge according to how they feel about self on the inside. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Sassy Booski. Okay, hold on, Sass. Let me drop the link. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And you know what? But you know what I do get? I do get that some of the same people who seek in all this information in those chats, if they were in the chats, who do you think would be spilling tea?
Hey, girl. Hey.
They are, hey, babe, I'm going to say this real quick, then I'm going to give you the flow, babe. If they are so desperate to get the information that was in the chat, what makes you think if they weren't in the chat that they would spill everything that's in the chat? Because that's what they want somebody else to do. But anyway, I digress. Go ahead, boo.
I'm not coming up here to take over today. Can you believe it?
Girl, take over. Take over.
Girl, I'm tired as hell, girl. I swear to God, listen, I'm bargaining with myself. Do you ever have, you got to do some work and you start bargaining? You be like, okay, what time is it? Okay, so it's such and such time. It's such and such time. I'm gonna start this, and then at such and such time. So, girl, I said, child, I'm chilling while I'm listening to you because I did get a little bit of work done while I was listening to you though. So,
oh, that's good. I'm on my lunch break, so hey.
Yeah.
What do you think about the productions or anything else?
Billie Jean is just so extremely talented. I was watching her in the chat, and I would love to ask her more questions. Because editing for me, it takes such a long time. I'm horrible at it, right? And so I know I'm inept at it, but still it just takes a long time. So I would love to know her process. Like, does she start taking timestamps when she just something perks her ears up so that she can go back and refer to it? Is she re-watching everything? Does she ever feel like she missed something? Like I want to be real geeky with that, because I mean, how does she choose her music? um how does she choose the level of the music, because it's just right? These people that want to talk over the music and just their screen, I'll be like, child, turn that music down. But it's very, very good. So I thought it was great. I also could imagine that TMO was in her Subaru crying chocolate tears, because it was clear that the production was like, oh shit, this bitch might be a little crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because those real crazy people, they don't think they're crazy. They think everybody else is crazy, but they rarely get to see a movie about how crazy they are. So when she saw that movie of how fucking crazy she is, I'm thinking there was some chocolate tears last night. And then, can I add this part?
Go ahead.
And then, girl, I walked in there, there was 1,000 people, and at least like 200 of them was like, why Sassy be getting up under her skin? Ooh, sassy, sassy, sassy. Ooh, why say, girl, now you know that gotta hurt your feelings. The bitch you can't stand the most, and all these motherfuckers just sassy, sassy, sassy. Ooh, girl.
I still don't get what the I don't know why she's so spiteful of you. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of you guys forever, and so I don't know. It might be an inside personal issue. Like I said earlier, if you on here and you so desperate for the likes and the support and the acknowledgement and validation and all that, and you can't get all that shit at home, then I think somebody needs to seek some counseling. Now, I'm no professional. I could probably seek some counseling myself, but definitely not to be validated on YouTube. Okay,
Definitely
but
not.
mm-hmm,
Definitely not. I mean, you are quite sane as the YouTuber sphere goes in my motherfucking book, okay?
girl, because I'm one of them motherfuckers who will get on here and get the fuck off and go back to my business. Y'all ain't never seen me nan time come on here and act a plum fool over what somebody said about me. I might say fuck them. Who gives a fuck? Carry on.
You're,
Next.
you're so even tempered. You stay over here in your lane. You venture out when you want to. That's why I've always. I mean, since I found you. I found you doing whatchamacallit. What's that girl in Omaha name?
Oh, Laverne, Laverne.
Laverne. I found you doing Laverne's story, and I was like, oh, I like this bitch right here, honey. She quite normal. Okay. What Miss Toby say, child? I got cussed out because I said the same. Who cussed you out, Miss Toby? Because I'll handle them hoes. Hey, Vibrant.
You got cussed out, child. Girl, hey, many of us get cussed out on here. Okay, it's all depends on how you take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and as far as on here, I promised and made a vow to myself, Sassy, that I was going to act a certain way on this application. On social media, period. I done did enough fuck shit for several lifetimes out in the streets when I
Okay.
was younger. Okay, the same fuck shit I used to be on here, y'all don't want to see me on that fuck shit on here like I used to be in real life.
Well,
No, uh-uh.
your maturity is
I'm way more mature. I have grown
yeah,
children. I have homes. I have jobs. I have 401k
right,
and
right.
grandbabies.
It's
So
normal
there's
shit.
no.
Normal. I like me some
I'm
normal
normal.
motherfuckers. Damn, I love some normal
Now,
motherfuckers.
if you catch me in the streets or if you see me every day, if you my real life friend, y'all know I'll be on fuck shit all the time in real life. I'm like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Shit, I'll cuss a bitch out at the Walmart in a second. But
So
yeah, that separate shit over there, I don't bring onto YouTube because I don't want to make a spectacle of myself and I have shit to lose. So yeah, that's why. But don't ever think. don't ever try to trash my gangster in real
okay,
life.
calm down, Tiger. Calm down. Now
I'm
just
just saying in real life, not on YouTube. It's a big
I
difference. You
think
can
you're the
test my
same
gangster
person in
on
real
YouTube,
life. You just don't
but
fuck with you. Now, I
right.
don't think you're like some monster in real. I don't believe in that. You're different off of YouTube stuff. These people try to put at us, but I get it. I mean, if somebody comes step you the wrong way, hey, I mean, I'm Midwest I mean, I'm talking if I was you, because I'm not a Midwest girl, but I know, you know, the Midwest girls, they ain't really to be fucked with.
Girl, they
Um,
think we up here tipping cows and shucking corn.
okay, but no, they are the baby, they baby. But Fim, nobody knows what. No, I don't even know what I did. So it just, I was just saying that to dig at her. But even if it wasn't me, right? It just so happens to be me. But if it wasn't me, I would be saying the same thing. Like I would be devastated if my fake faux arch nemesis name was all up and down the chat on top of the movie slash documentary being about me. Oh my god.
I agree. And Heavy Bear said, maybe I'm missing something, but I don't understand that's the whole thing. We don't understand the controversy and why YaYa is being so like she's treated like she's been stabbing all of them in the back for years. That's how she's being treated right now.
You know,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
No, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I think it's one of those. See, and this is just total guessing, right? And this is when I start, you know, my lawyering because it ain't got shit to do with me. I'm fond of, you know, some people on both sides, definitely fond of YaYa, right? And but YaYa made a lot of good points. Like I do hear her, I have heard her name like surfacely mentioned in shit, but nothing has come to fruition. So it's one of those things that I think that if people say things long enough, perhaps even your people will start to believe it. Because when Pizarro said, I didn't, which I was reading with her in the chat, she said, I didn't question YaYa. She just, she in her feelings or something. I was like, bitch, yes, the fuck you did question
Yes,
her.
yes.
Yes, the fuck you did. Or did you need to go back and listen to that? Like, that was crazy. And then, and so it's like, you're not only are you questioning her, but I remember your words saying, and YaYa, you talk to too many motherfucking people behind the scenes. You into too much shit. Well, it might be true that she talks to a lot of people behind the scenes, but it's absolutely not true that she's in a lot of shit.
Exactly.
You see how those things go to like their minds, perhaps like, I'm not comfortable with this because what are you doing back there? Why you got to be everywhere? Well, listen. Sometimes when you're popular, motherfuckers want to talk to you, and that's what I
That
have.
part.
You know, and that's what I have to keep saying. Why a bitch got to be doing something nefarious because other people want to talk to them, or perhaps y'all wants to talk. I'm not saying it's a one-way situation, but popularity does not automatically mean nefarious activity.
That's true. That's very, very true. That's very, very true.
I
And
mean, it's
that's
just
like, you ever had friends, Sassy? I think you said this before, maybe. But some of us have friends that we were friends with and they fell out. And what do you tell those friends when they try to talk about the other friend? Because you still want to be friends with both.
I hope y'all work it
Don't bring me
out,
no shit. I don't want to hear no shit about this one. I don't want to hear no shit about this one. That's the same situation I felt YaYa was in. She likes a lot of those people over there. She likes KRN. Okay, y'all might have fell out with this motherfucker, but it's YouTube. Ain't none of y'all on here really besties, even the besties.
well, maybe they are. I don't like to judge people's
Oh,
relationships,
I,
right?
I,
Because
I,
there are people. See, even if I come over here and kick it with you, if it's 5 people or if it's 300. So if we're not friends, right? We are YouTube cordial. But if
right.
I was in a group chat and somebody perhaps started dogging you out, now they could say, see, this is the difference. And I don't know why people aren't, I guess some of us are getting it, some of us aren't. If they say, oh, I don't watch Hood Table, then I just ignore it and be like, well, bitch, I dropped the link because I do. You know what I'm saying? I click a link and everything. Okay, but I wouldn't say all of that. I would just ignore the comment. Like, okay, you don't watch it.
Right.
Cool. If they said, fuck you, fuck Hood Table, and she thinks she all that, and I would say that's out, then I would say something to them. And I would say, that's not true. I mean, I've talked to her several times, blah, blah, blah. We would have that conversation, right? Now, would I come to you and tell you? No.
That's the part I'm saying. I would be in the chat like, okay, if you don't like them, whatever. But if you spewing lies, and YaYa said specifically that if they were lying on you or trying to attack you outside of YouTube or anything like that, I would have came to y'all. But this is like friend in between friends who don't feel like carrying bones, between the other. I'm pretty sure that Fates, I mean not Fates, but Bree or Pizza or some of them may have talked about some of them other people behind the scenes. I'm pretty sure. Okay, and I'm
Don't
not
we
saying that just for
all,
them,
don't
but
we all
people,
talk,
we
don't
all that's what I'm saying. We all talk behind the scenes to somebody. And so I'm sure Faith wasn't over there. Oh yeah, well Bree said they don't like you either, or she don't like you either, or they
so
don't care that you don't. It was none of that.
that's the telephone game though, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
think I remember I was some of that stuff I missed. I absolutely don't watch TMO, so I hadn't seen any of her stuff. I do watch Nika, but ironically I had missed that one when she was like a little perturbed, I'll say, with YaYa, right? But it seems like to me
Pissed. She
what
was
during
pissed.
right
Mm-hmm.
through the telephone game, Nika assumed, wait a minute, YaYa, you in a chat and these motherfuckers is dogging me out. So once she either was told that or she assumed that thought, that's the thought that was in her head, probably for, and I'm just guessing right now, I'm just doing commentary because I don't know, but that's the thought that was in her head for a little bit longer than it should have been until she could literally hear YaYa say, no, that's not what happened. Nobody was doxing. Nobody was saying anything harmful. It was just all surface level chit chat. Thank you, Fran. You see what I'm saying? So, but it took days because whatever that notion she had, it was in her head. And I'm just using Nika as an example, but I think it was more than just, Lady Nika and a few other people. A few of the people in my chat, they were saying, uh, well, one person in particular was saying that that YaYa was wrong, and we know we sparred about it. We ain't gonna fall out about it or nothing, but we were just on two different sides, and I was just like, I don't know. But me saying all of that, I would have told my people I was in the chat. I would have.
And I don't know if I don't know. I don't know if I agree with everything you said. Everything you said. As far as the telling people though, I probably wouldn't because I done been in several chats before and I ain't told nobody. I was just in there.
It's basically,
I used to even be in Lemon's chat. I was in there. I didn't tell nobody. I was just in there, like, hey,
mhm. Yes,
but
it's different personalities then, because I know my personality. I would have just probably told them, you know what I'm saying? Because those are people I talk to every day. These are people that, if something were to happen to me, they would be concerned about me. Like, I would have mentioned it. Yeah. So
well,
even
I
though,
know you saw that with who was that? Oh yeah, the clip she showed of Pizza with Pizza. Okay, like you said, Pizza was saying that she didn't say she said certain things, and we basically saw it on part two. And YaYa jumped up in there and was like, "Who are you for me to have to say where I be going?"
but
That
see,
boy, that was so funny. Then Pizza
that
was like, "I didn't say that. Did you say that?" What I was like, "Hold
Yeah.
on."
That was a turning moment for me because you see how, like, so I'm telling you, like, what I think today. If I were to tell the story, how I tell a story, like on my live, I would have said, I personally would have told my group chat or my people, you know what I mean? Um, but then when YaYa said what she said, like, wait a minute now, you don't tell me everything you do. You're not I'm not questioning you, and nor are you volunteering information. So I, like she said, I don't know, you was behind the scenes with Heidi, and taping her and shit. So we not on no level of telling each other everything. That was
Right.
the turning moment for me. So you cannot ask something more of somebody than you're willing to give to them.
Right.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
Right, and I agree with that. And as far as like you said, you would probably tell your friends. I look at it as this. Excuse me. I look at it as I have people who support me. Like, let's say Deanna. I'm just gonna throw some names out there. Let's say Deanna. She likes certain people that I don't care for, and I definitely support people that she don't really care for. And it's like I didn't need permission to go in their chats. I didn't need permission to hit they like, they subscribe, they membership. I didn't need to tell nobody none of that. So why would I have to tell you that I'm in somebody's group chat? It's
You don't
like, why do we owe that to
But
anybody
see,
on
this is
here?
the thing that I don't. This is the part of the conversation that really like irritates me. It's not we like this is part of the conversation where people say, "Because I'm a grown ass." Okay, 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 okay. I get it. We all understand we're grown. We all understand we pay our own internet. But can we take it like to a deeper level? If you talk to Deanna every day, and you just so happen to be remiss of telling her, "Oh girl, I'm in King Roman chat, girl, TMO be," like, even if you didn't tell her in the beginning, like, you guys are talking about YouTube stuff along with real life, it just never comes up. At that point, it's like, what are you trying to hide something?
No, I don't feel like that because there are people who I talk to behind the scenes that people who support me don't like. I'm not telling them that. I'm not telling them what was
So
said. I'm
they
not
don't
telling them
no,
it's the same thing
I'm
to
not
me. If
saying
you
tell
talk,
them, I'm not saying
okay,
tell them what was said. I'm saying you don't even mention that.
no,
Okay, well, that's personality differences. That doesn't mean we're right or wrong.
but that's like I wouldn't expect you like if there's somebody you support on YouTube and I don't like, I don't go to their panels. I just can't. Ugh. I don't expect you to be
See,
like, oh, I talked to that person yesterday on the phone. Like I don't expect.
no, wait a minute, wait a minute. Now you're doing a lot. Okay, so why? So me not liking the person is one thing, but why are my core friends talking to the person on the phone? What are we doing?
Because we all can have our own friends.
Yeah, but this is not real. No. Okay, so yeah,
Exactly, exactly.
no, I'm not doing all that. I'm
It's
not
not real
going to
life.
like, so if so TMO cannot stand me, and you think that one of my homegirls can be on the phone with TMO?
If they friends.
No, they can't. They
So
can't.
if y'all all friends
They
and
can't.
you fell out with her, they supposed to fall out too? If
First
y'all
of
all
all,
friends.
I'm not gonna trust you because the bitch is crazy.
Okay,
So
well in
if
that
you
case,
can't,
then that means you should go away.
no, it don't
Because
mean
if
nothing.
it's three friends, but we looking at it like this. They
No,
were
you make
cool.
it
They were
less.
all cool. And then
That's
several people
different.
fell
That's
out.
different. That's not what you said. No, I didn't. You
No,
didn't
that's
say
not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you were friends with somebody and they fell out, they supposed to fall out too because we know
we're,
how this goes
we're
on
not
YouTube. People
friends
fall
though.
out.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get an understanding because see, sometimes when you guys talk, y'all are talking in like superlatives, like everything is on the same level. We're not friends. I've never been friends with TMO. No, and they so that's when I took it like, no, what the fuck would they be on the phone with her for?
But what I'm saying is though, if there are three people and two of them like each other and one of them don't like the other, that means that that person can't like and support that. See, we're going
That's
back to the
different.
same thing. Like that's a control thing to me.
That's different though, Tanya. That's different. If there's three people and y'all were all cool, then of course you can have the friendship. That's not what I'm talking about though. So that's what I'm saying. You can't
I know
apply
what you're talking
that.
about, Sassy. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Why
You're
you
saying,
don't, you can't apply that to what we're
now,
talking
hold on,
about.
hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. What
Okay.
you're saying is, because I want to make sure the chat understands too. What you're saying is, if you're on here on YouTube and you have a cool, good Judy, somebody you speak to behind the scenes, y'all real good friends, and there's somebody you absolutely can't stand over here on YouTube, and your good Judy talks to that person behind the scenes, you feel that that is not right, and they should let you know if they did. But to me, that's still like a control thing to me.
That's fine. Then that's okay. I'm okay.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I'm what I'm saying is I'm okay with that. I have boundaries. See, all this other shit that they be talking about, I don't care nothing about that. These are my boundaries. These are the rules of engaging with me, and you don't have to be cool with me. I'm good with that.
And that's
Sassy.
what I'm saying. That sometimes you might have to fall back yourself
No,
because
I've
you're like,
never.
okay, if you're gonna talk to them, I don't want to be cool with you no more.
Yeah, I would. It would be a wrap.
And that's understandable. And
Yeah.
you have your choice, and that's what I would
I'm not
suggest
talking to
too.
anybody on a daily basis who is chit chatting with TMO. It's never going to happen, Sassy. But that by that logic, isn't that why TMO was so mad with her friends for sharing you out? That doesn't make any sense because I've never been friends with her. See, that's what I'm saying. We can't keep applying the same logic to different scenarios. I have never been her friend. And this is business. We talking about chit-chatting on the phone. We're not talking about people that I have nurtured relationships with and they sharing me out. That's two totally different things. That's keeping it on YouTube. By that logic, film, that means that they're not, I'm saying they can't go into her chat. I'm not saying they can't go into her chat. That's the same. Those two things are equivalent. Every that stuff is on YouTube. If somebody if that I'm cool with wants to talk to TMO, I keep saying TMO. They want to talk to Trish. If they want to talk to TMO, all these crazy mental patients, then we don't.
Right.
It's something I'm fucking missing.
But see, and that's like they said, but that was her friends.
No, but again, y'all, I can't keep saying the same thing over and over. My boundary is talking to her privately. I'm not talking about going into her chat. So by
Okay,
that
well,
logic, so
we
by
just
that,
gonna agree to disagree on this one because
no, because you
I
guys are not.
yeah.
It's not the same thing. If they want
Okay.
to hear me out, that is YouTube. That is between me and
And
them.
see, yeah, I don't, yeah, that
Just
part,
like
that's the chat. I don't, yeah, that part.
just like if my friends want to go into her chat, that is YouTube. That's their business. We would
Mhm.
never even have a discussion about that. And they have enough sense. If she was dogging me out, they're not gonna drop down.
And see, that's different. That's the thing about it. YaYa always felt like if they were out to hurt you, destroy your life, come for your jobs, things like that, then she didn't have to come back and say anything. Now, again, I'll go back to there are people on here I've been cool with for years. I mean, years. And I've never done anything to them, never talked to them badly about them behind their back. And I might be associated with somebody who they don't care for. I don't feel like I have to go and explain shit to nobody because I'm my own person. It don't have nothing to do with you being grown and you can do what you want to do. Like you don't owe that to anybody to tell somebody who you talking to, especially if it has nothing to do with you. And I'm not saying you personally. I'm just
No,
saying if it doesn't have anything to do with the other person. And I think this Miss Toby. Let me bring Miss Toby on here. Hey, beautiful. Good morning.
Hey, hey, hey. This is the first time I ever been on your panel. Hey,
I
Sassy.
know. Welcome to Hood
Hey,
Nation.
honey. Hey, Sassy. How are you doing?
What you think,
I just,
Sassy? I just want to make sure Sassy finish what she was saying before.
okay. Go ahead,
no, I'm
Sassy.
good. No, I'm good. Go ahead, Miss Selby.
Okay, babe.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't feel like writing in the chat. I totally agree. I can understand where Sassy's coming from because case in point, I'm not only friends with YaYa on YouTube, I'm friends with her outside of YouTube. That's my girlfriend. So because of all this situation that's going on, I would never ever have a conversation with Miss TMO. No, never. Not no private conversation. No, I wouldn't. So I get what you're saying, Sassy.
That's why I say I wish that sometimes we can say it, we can think of it. And Dana Blue, I said that from the rip. I said I would tell them. So I'm anybody who's cool with me knows that it's like looking in a mirror. I reciprocate and whatever I'm asking of you, I'm gonna do. So that's just bottom line. I ain't one of them weirdos, do as I say bullshit. That's controlling to me. But the thing about it is that we have to, there are so many different types of people, so many different types of relationships, so many different types of personalities. One reason why you're super cool with somebody, hopefully, is because you guys are birds of a feather. So we really don't have to, we, meaning my little group, doesn't have to get into all of, well, yes, we do. We still people. Yeah, we do. We have to have these type of conversations, and people have to say, "Oh, well, that makes me uncomfortable," or I didn't like when you said that, or I didn't like when you did that. Like I'm the most vocal of the crew. Y'all don't really hear them, right? Or even don't really some maybe even know who they are. So I'm the most vocal. So they say to me, "Oh, I didn't like that you said this or that," and I'll be like, "My bad. It won't happen again." That's not them controlling me. That's my friends setting up boundaries. And if I'm a good Judy, then I'm going to adhere to that boundary. So that's just my personality. I'm gonna give it like I'm gonna dish it out like that, and I'm gonna receive it like that. So that's what me and Miss Toby are saying. We're not telling y'all what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because more than likely your friends are thinking the same way. Your friends are like, bitch, it ain't none of your motherfucking business. So y'all don't have no problem with it. It's the problem comes in is when you mixing, if me and Miss Toby we're super Judy's and we're trying to mix these two personalities. So that means somebody's boundary is getting ignored. And how is that cool?
Yeah. And the reason why I said that is because I do feel like she was literally trying to throw YaYa under the bus. So that's why no, I would never do that because you literally try to throw that woman under the bus, and YaYa had nothing to do with whatever's going on in TMO's head. Just like how Nina is rocking for TMO, yeah, I would be rocking for YaYa.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
That's
Mm-hmm.
just how that works.
Yeah.
So everybody
Okay.
got
And people are going to continue to see that differently. So, what one feels, I can't say is wrong. You know what I'm saying? How I feel, you can probably say you wouldn't feel that way, and vice versa. But me on here, period, I have been cool with a lot of the same people again for years, and they know that. They know that. They know that. And they never be like, well, what y'all talking about behind the scenes? What y'all talking about? Like, if the
Tanya,
person don't know what y'all talking about behind the scenes, like
Tanya,
they
you
know
can't.
that.
You just switched up on me. I just said,
Mhm.
"Where are you going to tell them?" And you said no. Now you're telling me that they do know. So now we on the same
No,
side.
I didn't say it was some secret. No, nope. I never said nope. I always put it out there as I am
Mhm.
cool with people who don't like each other, and they know this.
So
Just
then,
like, okay, remember, okay, you
so
probably
then
might
we've
not
been
understand,
arguing for no reason because that means that
but
we're
let
on. That
well,
means that
that's where you, yeah. Well, okay, you must have misunderstood me then. Okay, but let me take it back to probably 4 months ago, and y'all probably remember when VS had asked me to hit the link because she wanted to discuss something with me, right?
Mhm.
And right after that, Sean Bradley went on his panel. Oh my God, y'all! Oh my God, the hood table over there with me. Oh, and she's supposed to be cool with Deanna. What is Deanna going to say? What is Deanna? It was this big old hoopla over there. And so Deanna came like, what the fuck am I supposed to say? I've been knowing she cool with that chick for years. Yeah, I don't really like her or care for her. I can't tell Tanya the hood table where to go. Da 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 da. It was a big deal over
that's the
there.
same
Sean
thing we're
was
saying.
dragging it out.
That's the exact same thing we're saying, Tanya. You
Well,
just
that's
switched
what
up.
I was saying. That's why I
Well,
said
but
she
you're
must have
not, but you can't be saying that and then try to argue our point. Then that means you would see it because the bottom line to our point is I would at least tell them, they would at least know that was the first point that I was talking to this people or that I'm cool. Nobody said anything about delivering messages, bones, telling them what you're talking about. That's ignorant. You know what I'm
But
saying?
what I said was from the jump, what I said was I am friends with people who don't like each other. That's
Yeah,
I never said anything about they don't know about each other. I
You
never
said
said
it's
that.
none of their business.
I'm
So
talking
I
about what we talk about. I'm talking
well,
about what we talk
I
about
mean,
behind the scenes.
okay, so
Okay,
now
well let me correct it. Okay, let me correct it because there's some miscommunication. So let me correct it. There are people that I'm cool with here on YouTube. I talk to people behind the scenes that don't like each other, and I'm cool with both of them. And we ain't never, ever in years had an issue.
but
That's what I was trying to
all
say.
know that you talking to the
Right,
other one. Yeah,
right.
that's all I'm saying.
Okay,
Because
okay.
Bombing so because that was the issue. The issue for the other side was that YaYa did not say she was in the chat or that she was even talking to them or that she was that close. That was the issue.
Okay, and I could have sworn Yaya's in the chat. I could have sworn Yaya said that she was in the chat.
She never
Yaya,
said
could you
that.
correct me if I'm wrong? Please, chat, keep me honest. Chat, keep me honest. But I thought Yaya had mentioned
She
before that
never
she was
said
in the
that
chat.
because ODS came up there and said that she was in the chat, and that's
But
when we
that's why I want to make sure. I just want to make sure.
okay.
'Cause I don't like
Expo says we can't
miscommunication,
have a
and I
secret
definitely don't
ballot.
like,
We would have
and I
said that first to
yeah,
YaYa
and I
ballot.
definitely don't like
Never had a valid point.
giving out wrong information or bad information. But it's so much shit been said, so I could be wrong on that part. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I remember. You know me and my memory. I knew how. I knew when we found it out.
Yeah, and yeah, this whole last 20 minutes probably didn't even have to be discussed if we had some clarity. So maybe that's my bad. Maybe I
Sometimes
said
we
it
like to
wrong.
go back and forth, though.
Yeah, maybe I said it wrong, but yeah. And I'm cool with people. Like I really have genuine if I talk to you behind the scenes, there's some genuine likeness there.
Right.
Not just talking about YouTube, but my family, my grandbaby. He's learning his numbers, things like that. And I just always feel like, just in real life, if I have two friends that don't get along, I'm neutral.
Hold on. Hold
I
on.
think you're queen neutral on this bitch. If you
Okay,
want to
I'm
be
sorry.
honest,
I'm sorry, Gemini. What are you talking about? Excuse
yeah.
me. Gemini, what are you talking about? Sounds like Sassy is saying the same thing about Bree. That y'all, what am I saying? Maybe you missed. What am I saying? Yeah, that's very curious because I
Oh
didn't.
yeah.
I like totally said what I think about YaYa. I agree with YaYa. So please don't put misinformation in. I don't know how you heard that, but no, I absolutely said the opposite, actually.
And hey, everybody in the chat, YaYa, you still here? So YaYa, have you ever said before this big blow up that you was in KRN's chat or no? I don't know if she heard me, but I asked it a few times, but maybe she didn't hear me.
She might be gone, but no, that's not how it happened. ODS
Yeah.
link and he said, "Aren't you in the chat too?" And she said, "Yeah." And then everybody
Oh,
said, "Yeah," and everybody said, "Oh, you in the chat too?" That's how we found out she was in the chat.
right. And QI said I have family members that don't. Girl, see, YaYa said yes.
Yes, what?
She said she was in the group, but nothing happened.
We know that part, but that's not how we found out she was in the group.
Okay, we need clarity, YaYa. Did you ever say before this blew up on a panel, on a live, or anywhere that you was in that chat before it all blew up? That's what we're trying to verify. And YaYa is going live, y'all, in 15 minutes. So that's why I said I'm only going to be on here for an hour because I want to be in YaYa's live. She said she was in the group chat before on a live. That's what I could have sworn she said it before, but I could be wrong.
Well, let's say this then, because if we're gonna get technical, that she said it one odd time, and
okay, she just said it in capital letters.
But the bottom, yeah, that doesn't make. But YaYa, when we talked for 2 hours, you were under the impression that Bree did not know that you were in the chat. So I don't know if we're splicing hairs or what happened. What Bree said about her and YaYa, I don't know what that means, Gemini.
Maybe Bree didn't hear it because you know, Sassy. We can say things on our panels, and everybody ain't watching.
Yeah, and that's not really what we're talking about. We're talking about, did you go and tell your friend? We're not talking about, did you tell the masses? But
Oh yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's a little different because people are gonna miss stuff. But
no, she might have said it live, but she didn't specifically. You're saying she didn't specifically go and tell.
Well, she'll tell us, but yeah, I didn't hear it that way. I mean, I think that was the whole issue, is that she did not, go and tell them that she was in the chat.
Yeah, and I just heard it on the panel, She said it on the panel, but she said she didn't tell her specifically. And yes, I dropped the chat, YaYa. You got 15 minutes, YaYa, before.
Yeah, because you got to be on time, right?
Please be on time, not Black people time, but on time.
On time.
I dropped the link for YaYa QI. So we just waiting on her to come up. And hey, everybody in the chat, welcome to the chat, to this little lunchtime live before YaYa's live. This is the pre-show to YaYa, okay?
Me and Tony.
And then Sassy gonna go live on Sunday.
No, shit. I don't even know if I have stuff to go live on this more of this.
Yes. Hey, YaYa, good morning, Lou.
Hey, y'all, excuse my beeping. I ain't hit the button this morning.
My God.
I went back to sleep. But shut up, Sassy. Hi, everybody. I did not tell her specifically, but I did say it. Once in a back chat. I'm not sure if she was up there, and once on a panel. So yeah, I've said it twice. But I didn't tell her specifically because does she tell me who she in the back chat with?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hey, Gresh, we're gonna have to be clear about this.
No.
I don't think that anybody.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Gemini Gemini, I don't feel like that. I said I went through a whole thing where in the beginning I would have told my friends. And then I said, after talking to YaYa, then I was like, no, she got a good ass point. Just what she just literally just said. Are you telling me everything? And then Dana Blue earlier was saying that it needs to be reciprocal. I'm a reciprocal friend, so I can't ask anything of you that I'm not also doing. So I thought that was that was the best point YaYa could have made when she told Pizarro, and I think she maybe told Bree later, y'all not telling me everything y'all doing, so why would y'all expect the same from me? I already said that 1,000 times. I said it. But at the end of the day, yes, me and my friend group have decided I personally would have told them. Yes. So two things can be true at the same time. Sorry, YaYa. I just have to get that out because I'm like, I can't keep saying the same thing over and over.
Oh, it's
Meaty
okay.
Black, I'll put Yaya's link in the chat, Meaty Black. Go ahead, y'all.
Okay, and I just want to say it's just I don't even know how this whole thing became about Brie. That's the new narrative that is now going on along with the docs, and I think the docs is stupid. I think, and I'm in my honest feelings. I think King Roman and Pazar were in the heat of the moment, and they was just going at each other, and shit just went too far. I don't think either one of them are going to dox anybody, but they need to stop saying that because when you speak it out here, y'all know it's a bunch of crazies that'll run with it and do it just because.
Can you tell us more about that? Because I missed that. I don't understand any of that. And I was surprised to wake up this morning and hear about that. Like, what the fuck is that? What's going on?
What happened was they were arguing back and forth. Big Head, um, they she said called him an alien head. They said it started real small, and then all of a sudden it just kept growing and growing. And then in one comment, Pazar told him that she needed him for content. Oop, I'm sorry, I hit the mute. So Pazar told him he needed her for content, and she wasn't going to respond to him anymore with his with her my welfare ass and something about you a traveling nurse. And wait a minute, I can actually see it because it's on Ronnie Q's wall. Can one of y'all do that for me right quick? The actual post wasn't
Sure,
said in the chat.
Ronnie Q. I'll look it up.
Yeah, it was on Ronnie Q's wall, and so then that's where the part of job started coming in, talking about I'll call your job or something. So that's where the job thing came, and then he retaliated with his response to that.
Okay, she just shared your live. Okay, so this is it. You want me to read it, Hood Tape, or you got it?
Yes, go ahead, babe. And hey, Corio, go ahead. Go
So
ahead.
this was 3 hours ago. That one is the one, and she circles her comment. Is that the one y'all want me to read?
Yeah.
Enjoy my attention in this chat because you won't get a response. You need me for content while I'm on welfare, traveling nurse, and keep talking. I'll really mess with your job like you threatened Rod. What? Pizarro, that ain't even you. Stop this bullshit.
See, that's why I love the productions from Billie.
And that happened in the chat last night. So
Ooh,
yeah, so I just think they just got a hit of themselves, and I think they both need to cut the bullshit out.
But I saw her with my own eyes asking Woo, telling Woo she need her to find somebody. So I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why are y'all doing this shit? And then King Roman goes 0 to 100. So then he's responding, and then so now he can't find Pizarro. So now he gonna dox Bree's job. Is that what you're telling me?
He said that he'll fuck with when he retaliated. He said he'll get her and Bree, and then I know he said her first, and then she. Oh, yeah, well, I'll say that for my panel. But then she also said that she would dox Bobby and her kids.
Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, this is ignorant. That's some real ignorant shit.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Is this Corio up here?
It
Yes.
is. Hi, YaYa.
Sugar Plum, how you doing?
I'm fine, love bug. Hey, Sassy.
Hey, honey.
I'm sorry this is all happening. It's getting out of hand. It's
It has gotten out of hand a long time ago. If they had shut the little chaos demon down in the beginning, we wouldn't be here.
and she's very happy. You could tell.
I was just about to ask that question. Is she sitting in the background? I had this conversation earlier. Is she sitting
in the foreground? She's in the foreground.
No. Hold on. Let me ask the question. Y'all a mess. Okay. Is she sitting in the background, rubbing her hands together like Birdman?
Yes.
Oh God.
Yes. Don't you agree, Hood Table and YaYa?
I definitely do. Yeah. This is all that she has ever wanted. The spotlight is now on her. She's up there with the cool kids.
Yeah.
So yeah.
when she was on after the hot dog video that KRN did, she was the very next day she was up on excuse me, I'm sorry, Pizarro's panel. See this, my grandmother told me this when you know somebody's lying. She explained the hot dog mole situation for over an hour, over and over, saying the same thing over and over. I timed it. It was over an hour
Where was this?
on Pizarro's live.
I didn't even know she had addressed it. Are you kidding me?
Over an hour saying it, talking real fast, saying the same thing over. And I was like, she's lying. Oh, I meant hit like a hot, no, a hot dog, a hit dog will holler. And I'm thinking that's not what that said. And when you take the whole sentence in context, that doesn't even fit. Hit dog will holler. So, but yeah, over an hour saying the same thing. And I just feel like when people do that, they're lying.
I really hate that because that is the definition of a chaos demon, and for them, and then for it to just get to this level now, these two people are talking about doxing, and I see a few people saying, they just talking, but you really shouldn't be talking like that. That's real reckless shit. And I know these people have different boundaries, but once a bitch threatens to dox me, it's fuck you forever, bitch. I don't give a fuck if you was just talking. I don't talk like that.
I get it. I
So
get.
it's very unfortunate because this she's not worth it. She's not worth losing a friendship with YaYa over, or any type of internet situation over at all, right? She's not worth all of this, all of this back and forth, and outing the chat members, and they have to go through a disruption. She's just not worth it.
You know what she said on the panel, because she's busted up and been kicked out of many camps. And so somebody, because Pizarro was reading some comments from the chat. So when someone asked that, and Pizarro read it out loud, she was like, I wasn't kicked out of any camps. I just, people choose to move around. And I get tired of one. I'd go to the other. I was screaming. Do you hear me? I was like, boy, you better
That's
be
like
glad.
her and RNY have been kicked out of many camps.
Yeah. I was like, you better be
Y'all,
glad.
have you ever been kicked out of a camp?
I'm never.
Petty baby.
Up until 2 days ago, have you ever been kicked out of a camp?
Nope.
No.
I ain't never been. I mean, maybe I was kicked out of Avatar, but I left. I left, I guess.
That's a different. I've
Yeah.
left a couple, and that's not getting kicked out, Sassy. No, you're good. Mm-mm. But that was her what she said, and I'm thinking, ooh, you need to be so glad this is full of new people now, so you can they'll believe what you just said, because us oldies but goodies that's been in the B sector, we remember the blow ups when you had to leave. So but that's what she said. But yeah, I just want to tell you, every chance I get, I put hashtag YaYa in chats. And I stand with you. I think you have been I think it's wrong what's happened to you. And so I
It was something small. I mean, I really, a lot of people are upset with me because they was like, aren't you upset? Aren't you hurt? Hell no.
no, I wouldn't.
No.
Because it's nice when people reveal themselves.
Exactly.
My
I
feelings would
always
be hurt. My feelings would be hurt.
Well,
Why?
that's you, Sassy. When you turn 58, you tell me again.
Oh, that's a true. And see, that was another badass point you made, or somebody made. Ooh, who was I talking to? That was a badass point where they were like, you talking to somebody that is 30 years old versus somebody that's 58 years old, how they're going to deal with those two situations are paramount. And I said that's the coldest point I didn't heard in a minute. Like, I just like rational thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a true rational thought. So you're right. I mean, yeah, you're right. 58 is a whole nother situation. Y'all don't be, I mean, I can see by my aim is y'all don't be giving a fuck. So I get it.
I'm not quite that old, but You know what I'm saying? When you even get above, I say when you get above 45,
Mm-hmm.
giving a lot of fucks. You know, because
Girl, wait till you pay it past the 55 mark. You give even less. You got to go looking for a fuck to give.
exactly.
So, I mean, something like this is small.
Exactly. Because, you live through things. By the time you're over 45, your kids are probably in college or nearing college, if you know what I mean. And, you know, you, you're probably taking care of your parents or helping to take care of your parents. There's too much going on in your life that this kind of stuff, even though you use it for entertainment, it doesn't really matter. You really don't know these people like that. And I find it hard to truly um, understand how I've never turned my back on a friend that has stood beside me through the thick of it, through the thin of it. I have never done that. And so I just don't even understand what's happening really. And I just have never did that. If I call you my friend, you're my friend. I'm the person you could get away with some shit because I ain't saying nothing, you know? And
I mean, I love everybody in the chat. If you guys are just heartless and have no feelings and nobody ever hurts your feelings and or you're never down about it.
Well, yeah, Yaya gotta go. Sorry, she got a live starting right
oh,
now, so that's why Yaya had to drop down. I just wanted to make sure we knew to go to Yaya's panel, and also don't forget about the funeral services
wait, what is this?
coming up. The services coming up tomorrow.
Who throwing the funeral?
KRN.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm gonna be there.
ooh, wee.
8 a.m. Okay,
Yes,
good, good.
funeral
Oh,
service for Kimberly Raw.
I love KRN.
Exactly, Miss
The,
T
the
Velocity.
And
Oh
this is presented by the Sick and Shut In Crew Committee.
my God. Ooh,
Tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. on King Roman News channel, we are going to be all coming together for the funeral of Shakimberly Raw.
before we go real quick, what you gonna bring hood table to the repast?
Girl, I'm gonna bring some cakes.
Well, of
Ain't that
course, duh.
what? That's what I donate cakes to funerals all the time in my city, all the time.
Corio, what you bringing?
I'm gonna bring some Ciroc. I'm gonna bring about
Ooh,
bottles of Ciroc so we
that's
can
all
sit
we need.
in the
Is
back pew.
these
Okay.
these crazy cousins to be drunk. I'm gonna bring the deviled eggs.
Can you make good devil?
Hey, I love a good old
I
deviled egg.
love a deviled
I'm
egg.
gonna bring some ghetto ones and some bougie ones, maybe with some seared shrimp, and then the ghetto ones just normal.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Cause
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
shoot.
So I'm gonna be
Well,
sitting.
yes, we gonna do that, dog. We gonna do that thing. Y'all better make sure y'all be there, okay? And then we gonna turn up afterwards for the party. All right. So
Yes.
y'all make sure y'all be ready to party because he would want us to party and not cry.
That's right.
Okay.
Hallelujah. Okay, Lord, please.
Hallelujah.
Okay,
But
bye.
okay, y'all hurry up and get over to Face YaYa. Her link is in the chat.
Bye.
Please get over to Face YaYa right now because she is going live. Thank you, Corio and
Oh,
YaYa,
you're
for
welcome.
jumping on the panel. And also thank you so much to our girl. I love me some sassy. All right. And thank you everybody for joining in this morning on my lunchtime live. We are heading over to YaYa right now because I'm sure she has a lot to say. Okay. But yes, bring in some bussy. All right. Don't forget the bussy. Love you guys. Now make sure y'all like and share the video if you haven't already. And also feel free to hit the Cash App for the commentary this morning. $ the hood table 402 will do. Thank you. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. You said, Tia, just time yourself out. What? Oh, Lord. She said, just time yourself out. All right, I'm out. Headed to Face YaYa right now. Her link is in the chat.